I don't think anyone's saying you're soft on Al-Qaeda, but how about the other American adversaries or sometime partners around the world? China, Russia. Where do you stand on U.S. relations with those nations, and how much have we mortgaged our future to a potential adversary?
China is really the strategic center of gravity for the United States this century. And unfortunately, Iraq got us off from that because our time and our resources are there. It's not militarily. China does concern militarily Japan and Korea.
I mean, you're a Navy man. China's Navy is growing much faster than ours is.
Well, that's my last job in the Navy. I advocated a change in the Navy to where they have 80 submarines and we had 50. I said we should only buy about 35 and buy these small electronic listening devices by which you can more cheaply and better cover the wide expanses to do it. So there is a change in our military that's needed.
But those are basically high-tech PT boats, right?
No, they're little canisters you just throw overboard. They interconnect in hydrophones. But here's the key. It's economic challenges they do. Diplomatic. Their president and their vice and their premier has visited Africa 7 times. They are taking resources. They're building an engine that soon, if we will surpass our economy if we don't do it right. Look, militaries keep you safe. They don't make you strong. So how we compete with them economically is really the issue. But the Bush administration, when I was Director of Defense Policy for President Clinton, the Bush administration took a different approach. I had to author what was called the strategy of engagement. We basically said to the world during the Bush administration, we'll go down Iraq alone if we must. And we lost the leadership of the world. So whether it's Russia and having them turn to help us apply sanctions on Iran, which cannot be permitted to have a nuclear weapon, or whether it's dealing with China, so Japan and Korea doesn't think they need to build a big army and all, because we are able to, make sure that economically we compete diplomatically or militarily even. Those are issues that we've lost leadership of the coalition of freedom-loving nations, and we have to regain that.
How was your relationship with President Obama?
It was good. I mean, he came in and campaigned for me in my first campaign, and came on in, and my second campaign, and very respectful. They asked me, for example, still just a few months ago, to go on and defend them on the issues of Gitmo or bringing terrorists in to be tried. And as head of the Navy's anti-terrorism, I want to continue to do that. I am going to be a strong ally for him, one of his strongest allies, but obviously not a yes man. He needs an independent voice that can support him.
He's been out raising money for your opponent.
Yes, I respect that. Look, he made a deal with when Arlen Specter ran from the Republican Party because he couldn't beat Pat Toomey, as I will. But I understood it's pretty tough down there. But that doesn't mean we Pennsylvanians have to live with the senator for the next 6 years that Washington thinks that we have to. There's differences of opinion, and I think that Pennsylvanians value that.
What kind of a job were you offered with the Obama administration?
Well, I was offered a job, as I said in an interview, and never brought it up last July. And somebody asked me that same question a month and a half ago if I was, and I said yes. But I said, beyond that, you're into politics. I'm talking about policies that can help working families move forward in affordable living, in health care, and educational opportunity, and I should leave it at that. Because that's what matters to people outside this studio. Look, Pittsburgh's lost about 14% of its population in the last 30 years, 11% of jobs. How can we fix that and move forward?
All right, Congressman Joe Sestak, thank you so much for being with us this morning on the KVPG Sunday Edition.
Thanks for having me, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
David, I'll be back with some final thoughts in just a moment.